What is going on, warriors of Tamaris? Welcome to the 41% match speed guide for archers in Call of Dragons. The winter is upon us, season is just right around the corner. The long range warfare will be available for everybody to try out. This video is going to show you exactly how to build a speedy archers to take advantage of the long range warfare. If you're new here, subscribe for more content, like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below. Let's get right into it. Alright, warriors of Tamaris, the matchmaking for the winter is upon us season is almost here. 149 realms have registered for this KVK. This is the KVK that has the long range warfare. It means it is the season of the archers. Today, I'm going to show you how to build your marches to move at 41% match speed. Now, before we get into all the good stuff, first of all, you need to know that you don't need 41% match speed. It's going to be up to you. There are some disadvantages and there are some advantages. First of all, what are the disadvantages of the 41% match speed? You are going to miss out on a lot of good stuff from the talent tree. It is the drawback that you have to live with. On the contrary, the 41% match speed is going to help you do a lot of different stuff in the open field. As most of you guys already know, sometimes when you target your enemies, they are a little bit far away from you, and it's going to take you maybe 2 or 3 seconds to actually start hitting the targets after you have targeted them. Now with the 41% match speed, it's going to make it so that when you target someone, you immediately start hitting them right away because you have the speed to get to them. And if things start going down south, you have the speed to get away from your enemies. The 41% match speed is also going to let you refresh faster, which means if you're putting a lot of pressure on your enemies, your fast refresh is going to help you stay in the field more often. And when you're in the field more often, you should be doing a lot of damage as well. The speed just lets you get there a little bit faster. You could be getting 2 or 3 normal attacks faster than your slow match speed, which should make up for the discrepancies that you get from the talent tree. With that being said, let us get straight to the 5 match archers with the 41% match speed. This is what the matches look like. You have Margaret and Zeta, you have Syndrion and Ffraegar, you have Kinara primary and Nico as the deputy, you have Falgrim primary with this hero Sibyl as the deputy, and in the 5th slot, you're gonna use Gwanwyn as the primary. It is because we don't have anybody else here to give you proper match speed. You can put Craig, because Craig can hit 3 targets as well. That could be another option that you can use here. Now, Gwanwyn is still an excellent hero. So let us see what the talent trees looks like. We're going to start out with the first match here, which is Margaret and Zeta. If you go to Zeta's skills, she has a 10% match speed in one of her skills. And when we go to the talent tree for the Margaret, let us see what it looks like. This season, you don't need to use Margaret with your Celestials anymore because we have the long range warfare. And that's going to make things very interesting. I have this one right here, 41% match speed. For Margaret, this is what the talent tree looks like. From the left hand side here, you get this 15% match speed. You get another 6 from here, which is 21. And then you get 10 from here, which is 31. You have another 10 from Zeta, makes it 41. Now, as you can see here, you have missed out on this extra normal attack because of the speed. This is the discrepancies that you're going to have to live with if you want to go with the 41% match speed. And in return, you will be able to get maybe 2 or 3 normal attacks faster than a lot of your other teammates. And when things go down south, you have the speed to get away from all of your enemies. This is the talent tree for Margaret and the Zeta for the 41 match speed. Who was next on our list? We have Syndrion and Ffraegar. Unfortunately, there is not a lot of match speed on the Syndrion talent tree. And Ffraegar doesn't also have a permanent match speed in her skills, which means you're going to have to put Ffraegar as the primary, which is not recommended for this match. However, you have the gold crest that's going to give you 25% crit rate. And you know, with the long range warfare, you should be able to cast a lot of rage skill cycles. So what does the talent tree for Ffraegar looks like? You're going to go all the way to the end in the marksman talent tree. The beauty of this talent tree is that you're going to be using the delight skill. You get 15% more rage accumulation speed, which means your Syndrion and Ffraegar will be casting their rage skill a little bit faster. And since you have long range warfare, you are going to take advantage of everything. And when you have Ffraegar as the primary, she's going to give you that crit rate immediately. As soon as Syndrion does his rage skill, he will start getting the Ffraegar crit rate immediately, which is a good thing as well. Over here, you have the harvest skill. Because of long range warfare, you will be able to max this out. Your range is the same as the mages, which means you don't need to stick your neck out trying to kill infantry. You can just hide amongst your mages. And then towards the end, I avoided the burst shot and I went for the pursuit. This skill is going to give you fragility. I think fragility is going to allow all of your marches to get 10% additional normal attack damage. I'm not so sure about this, but I feel like it's going to make all of your marches get 10% extra damage for normal attack after casting a rage skill. And because of the long range warfare, you will be able to take advantage of this skill because your archers are not going to be in front. They will be hiding among the mages. When it comes to the speed, you can see we got 12% from here. We got 6% from here, so that is 18%. We got another 5% from here, which is 23. We got 10% from here, which is 33. You get another 8% from here, which is 41% march speed. You put the other one here to make it 5. That way you move to this node right here, which gives you 10% every time you enter battle. I got 1 point left over here. I think I'm going to drop it here in this skill. Push me all the way up to 2%. The problem is with Syndrion, he doesn't have a lot of march speed. And the fact that Ffraegar doesn't have a 10% march speed on her skill, it's going to make it difficult to have a good talent tree with Syndrion. Like you can try and get this 15% march speed and then try to get this one. If you do it that way, I don't think you will be able to get to the end over here. So it is a little bit challenging. Or you can try and get this skill for Syndrion and then maybe try to get this, march speed. But from the looks of it, if you try to do this, the Ffraegar talent tree is a little bit better. So that is what Ffraegar talent tree looks like. The next hero on our list was Kinara and Nico. So let us find Kinara. This is Kinara. We go to the talent tree, we expand it, we got 41% march speed, and Kinara is rocking the talent tree with the speed from all the 3 different branches. You got 15 from here, you got 10 from here, which is 25, you got 10 from here, which is 35. You get another 6 from here, which is 41% march speed. The 1 point remaining, you put it here in blindside. That way you can get 2% additional damage dealt from backstabber every time you target someone new, which is a good thing. Does this one have a cooldown? So when you target someone new, you're going to get backstabber from here, 2% additional damage. So this is what the talent tree for Kinara looks like. When it comes to Nico, you have the same problem as Syndrion. These 2 heroes don't have any 10% march speed in their skills. So it's going to be challenging trying to use them as the primary. So you're going to use Kinara as the primary in this lineup. When it comes to Falgrim, this is what the talent tree looks like for the 41% march speed. Gonna shrink this a little bit, expand it. Yep, it's the 41. You get 15% march speed from here. You got another 6 from here, which is 21% march speed. But when we go back to the skills, you're gonna see that Falgrim has a 10% march speed, making it 31. And then Sibyl also has another 10% march speed, making it 41. So we go back to Falgrim, have a look at the talent tree. So this is what the talent tree looks like. We're gonna go in the skill tree direction. We got the skill crit rate. This will work well with the long range warfare. In the winter is upon us season. It's going to be fantastic. You need to ignore this point because you need your normal attack damage boost for your archers. They really do need it. And everything else looks good. We got 1 point left. I think I put it here to counter mages. I should have probably put it somewhere like here. In steady hands, get like 2% more hero skill damage. Anyways, 1% more damage against an open field infested by mages should be a good thing to have. Moving on to Sibyl as the primary. In case you want to use Sibyl as the primary, you can try something that looks like this. So this one here is the talent tree for Sibyl as the primary. You're gonna go in the marksman direction all the way up to the end. You get the burst shot. If you remember from the previous talent tree of one of the heroes like Kinara, I also picked this one. No, not Kinara, I mean Ffraegar. With Ffraegar, I picked this skill. When you cast a rage skill, you inflict fragility on your enemy, allowing them to take 10% additional damage. I think this might apply to all of your heroes. Unless I am mistaken, correct me down below. I feel like this one allows all of your heroes to get 10% additional damage after this hero casts a rage skill. But in this case, we are using Sibyl. Kinara, Ffraegar is already using this skill, so we're gonna go with the burst shot instead, which should be good for this pairing. And over here we got 9% march speed. We already have 20 from the tree, 20 from the skills. You got 10 from Sibyl's skill. You got 10 from Falgrim's skill, that's 20. Plus this 9, which is 29. Plus 2 here, which is 31. And then you got 10 here, making it 41. You go all the way over here and you grab blind side to help you out with backstabber. Do a lot more damage every time you target someone new. This is going to be one of the strongest marches in the season of the long range warfare because they have the time to cast their ridiculous rage skill. You should be on the lookout for this pairing. I think they might even challenge Margaret and Zeta for the most merits in the game, but we're gonna find out. The good thing with Margaret is she has the Shadow Manticore that is just disgusting. This skill right here is just too much. Advanced barbarism. Anyways, let us keep this pushing to the next march in our roster. We had room for one more march to make it 5 march cavalry. 5 march archers. Unfortunately, there are only 2 primary heroes that can get you to 41% march speed. You have Kinara and Craig. These 2 are the only ones who can get you 41% march speed. So let us see. We're gonna go with Gwanwyn first. I would recommend Gwanwyn. People like using Gwanwyn and Husk. It's a fantastic march. You can go Gwanwyn and this hero behind, what's her name? Muxiang. Gwanwyn has a 10% damage dealt. Muxiang can take her damage dealt to 18%. That is a total of 28% damage dealt. Gwanwyn has 15% attack and 10% march speed bonus. Plus this bleeding effect, it is going to be too much for the enemies. So I think Gwanwyn is the game changer. This is what the talent tree looks like. You got 10% from her skills. And then we have Gwanwyn with everybody. This is when you use Gwanwyn with any hero that can cast a rage skill that can do damage. You go all the way over here, you grab this one, you get Delight, you get this, and you get this burst shot. You come up this way, you take this, you get this Wild Wind, and you get 2% additional damage for the remaining points that you have. So this is the talent tree that you can use with Gwanwyn and everybody. You get Gwanwyn with Bahorn. You can use Gwanwyn with this hero Muxiang. You can use Gwanwyn with Craig. Although this one is also a good skill to have. So you'll have to decide which one you want between these 2. It's going to be up to you. But from the looks of it, you can see 34% of players selected this skill. And only 15% selected this one. So I think the bull's eye is the way to go. This is Gwanwyn and everybody else. What about Gwanwyn and Husk? This is the talent tree that I would use for Gwanwyn and Husk. It is also moving at 41% march speed. It is primarily focused on normal attack damage, which is why we have it almost everywhere. You got lots of normal attack crits, extra normal attack. Things are looking good. And then for the 5 points, I decided to go head held high to give you some rage. That way you can cast your rage skill a little bit faster. So these, ladies and gentlemen, are the talent tree for the 5 march archers to move as fast as possible with 41% march speed. Again, I'm going to say this. I don't think you need all of this march speed. it's gonna be up to you. But if you want to try something new, something refreshing, something that's gonna make you have a lot of fun on the field, I think this is the way to go. You will be able to get to enemies faster. You target someone and instantly you start hitting them. And you know archers are very crazy with their normal attacks. So with the 41% march speed, you should be getting 2 or 3 normal attacks faster than your marches that would have been a little bit slower. I think that's going to pay off with these archers. You lose out on some damage from the talent tree. However, you're going to make up for it with the speed. You can refresh faster. You can avoid enemies faster. You can just put pressure on your enemies. And if you see those multiple cavalry marches, you should be able to get away while your other teammates just get wrecked. You have the speed to do a lot of good stuff. It's not 100% excellent, but I will be testing out this season to see what happens. Stay tuned for the final verdict on this 41% march speed for archers. If you're new here, subscribe for more content. Like the video, share it with your friends, drop some comments down below.